Hey, good morning, Grappling Theologians. Bradley Burdett here with your daily devotional. Wanted to share a quick word that I grappled with this morning out of Proverbs. And a quick tip. There are 31 chapters in the book of Proverbs. That's one a day. If you're struggling with, I don't know where to start, open the Bible, start in Proverbs, read a chapter a day. I'm telling you, it is a wealth of knowledge. It's just nuggets of treasure that apply to every aspect of life. It's really amazing. And so the verse that I was grappling with this morning was Proverbs 14, verse 34. It says, "Godliness makes a nation great, but sin is a disgrace to any people. Godliness makes a nation great." And as I was grappling with that, I thought of Sodom and Gomorrah. And so I went and read about Sodom and Gomorrah. And the backstory of Sodom and Gomorrah, Abraham and Lot had kind of a little dispute over who's going to take what land. And Abraham said, "Listen, Lot, take your pick." And so Lot saw Sodom and Gomorrah, and he said it was fertile. And it was, the Bible actually said it resembled the garden of the Lord. So this is a fertile land. The potential is endless. As I was digging through it, it was a prosperous nation. But we know the outcome of Sodom and Gomorrah. It was rife with sin, immorality, ungodliness. Sexuality was rampant. Homosexuality was rampant. And it ultimately led to its demise and destruction. And so it made me think about this slogan, "Make America Great Again." What makes America great? Is it our military? We have the greatest military in the world. Is it our economy? I mean, we have the greatest economy in the world thanks to, the petrodollar and, the fact that, the oil is traded and sold in dollars and all that. I mean, we are just a prosperous nation. But you think about our status in the world. We are known as the greatest superpower in the world, et cetera, et cetera. Our president is the leader of the free world. But you look at our nation right now, and are we a great nation? What does it mean even to make America great again? Are we talking about, hey, let's get our economy back on. Let's get, let's make sure our status stays as the top superpower, military, all these things? Is it the prosperity of America and people able to chase the American dream, all this stuff? No, that's not what the Bible says. It says righteousness and godliness makes a nation great. And I would say we are far from that. We are absolutely far from that. I would say we're leaning more towards the side of Sodom and Gomorrah. Just the immorality and the sexuality and the free-for-all of do what you want is honestly hurting us, when a lot of people would say, well, that's what's so great about America, our freedom to do whatever we want. And I love our freedoms. I love our Constitution, but we have swung so far to one side of let's just let everything happen, that the Bible says, the second part of this verse says, sin is a disgrace to any people. Man, sin is rampant in this country right now. We've lost all sense of morality. Kids can get sex changes. We have, sleep with whoever you want. We have greed is rampant. Right? We have our politicians are immoral, all the way from to the top to the bottom. I don't care if it's right or left, Republican, Democrat, they're immoral. Now there may be a few good people in there, but man, they get lost in this mess of corruption, and it's just rampant. And you got to think, why is that? Because we are not focusing on godliness. Our leaders aren't focusing on godliness. And, there are other proverbs. Another proverb says that, godly authority is what blesses a nation. Godly authority. And we are lacking that at the moment. We've lacked that for years. And to be quite honest, I don't know that we'll ever get back to that. The Bible actually says things are going to get worse. But man, we have to be praying for our leaders, praying for Trump, praying for the administration, praying for whoever gets in next time. Even if it's a Democrat, still pray, guys. What are we doing? Why pray for just our guy? We need to pray across the board that our leaders would submit to the will of God. So let's not become Sodom and Gomorrah. We know ultimately what happened. God destroyed that nation because of its sin. It had turned its back to God. So we have to ask ourselves, which side are we on? Are we following Jesus? Are we pursuing Jesus? Or have we turned our backs on what's made this nation great in the past is our morality. Our morality. Killing innocent people. Bombing innocent people. Listen, I understand war is necessary in some regards, but I don't believe this is it. Hey, this is just my rant, but also this is how I grappled with the word this morning. And let this just be an example. Find a verse. I was reading Proverbs 14 and I missed yesterday, so I read Proverbs 14 and I read Proverbs 15 today, and that verse hit me, and I was like, I want to stick on that. And so I started to research that. What does it look like? What are some other examples in the Bible of nations that turned their backs on Christ, that turned their backs on God? And so it led me to Sodom, Gomorrah, and then you start putting that into a modern day framework, and you see what America has come to. So hey guys, this is Bradley Burdett, man. I love you guys. Praying for y'all. Peace.